Check, 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 checkity check. Can someone out there hear me? Hoping y'all can hear me. Hello, hello. Or the 999. Are you crazy? Loud and clear. Thank you, DA. I needed that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. All right, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to yet another Red Seat live stream. My name is Corbin. Thank you very much for being here this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, our camera is all over the place. I don't know why I yelled that. Wow. Hey, chat. Hello. Sorry I'm a little bit late, ladies and gentlemen. If I'm being honest, I was getting down some cookies. Who do we got in here? Mr. Money Mike Madness is obviously in the building. The man, the myth, the legend. Spencer is here. Alex is here. True. Gonzo. I'm going to call you Gonzo instead. Cram. How you doing? Antonio, what's up? Jack, how are you? JB. Mad, how are you? As always, good to see you. Carrie. Outdoors. Cram. I already said hi to Cram. Chris, how you doing? Sports, what's up? Who's the next GM when Craig gets fired? I honestly have no idea. Who would actually take the job? Cora? That'd be hilarious. Now, what's up, Gavin? If I told you once, I told you 1,000 times. I love it. I wish we still had that stud Hamilton in second base. Yeah, because Marcel Myers has been terrible. One day after being let go, the Phillies offered Cora the managerial position. How many teams are giving Breslow? That's a really good question, actually. That might be the best question, or like hypothetical question you have put on this channel ever, maybe. What's up, band? How you doing? Good for Cora taking the summer, spending with the family. I agree, man. If you get paid $12 million, you've been complaining about not being able to spend time with your family for a while. Why not? Take the time off, dude. What's the issue for you? He's chilling. He got let go. I think everybody's kind of okay with him right now. A small market team might give Breslow a flyer. I don't think so. I really don't think so right now. Not at the moment. Maybe after the season, maybe. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. The end of this season will be very, very interesting. But 44,000 hot dogs why do we always watch? How many hot dog nights does Toronto have? I feel like every time the Red Sox play it, it's at least a hot dog night every single time. I don't get it. What's up, Dinah? How you doing? Yeah, I didn't think that was very smart. What's the game on Nesson? Yeah. He's in the beach in Puerto Rico sunning. Yeah, he's probably chilling, dude. Trey Savage, a great baseball name. It really is a good baseball name. I'll give you that. First start for Trey Savage this season. Really good last year. We'll see how he does this year. 2-0 in the Chad era of the Sox. We'll see how it goes. You know what I'm fiending for right now, chat? I am fiending for a victory shotgun. When was the last time we even had one of those? It had to have been 4 weeks ago. 4 weeks ago sounds right, I think. It's been 4 weeks since we have done a victory shotgun. And that changes tonight. I feel it. Can you feel it? What's up, Kenneth? You're happy? Happy about what? What's the stream record so far this year? 1, 2. We only have 2 wins. If they're going after Story, then he's going to get traded. Yeah, but to where? That's the problem. Oh, right. Yeah, it should have been last week. That's a good point. Should have been last week. Honestly, it should have been the week before that, too. The bullpen blew it again. Mike, Colorado does not want Story. We've been over this. They wanted him once, like a year ago, or had some interest in it. And that's it. Yes, they do. No, the Colorado Rockies definitively do not want Story. They wanted him 3 times. Yeah, it was last year. They haven't talked about it. Do you think, with all the stuff that's been going on, with all the stuff that's come out about Story and all this stuff, you think Craig Breslow wouldn't have traded Story to the Rockies? You ever think about that? Oh my God, that ball was cranked. Wilyer Abreu, and it's fair. That was Wilson Contreras. My apologies. He's going to trot into second base. Wilson Contreras has been unbelievable. Where is Story hitting at tonight? 5th or 6th, I think. Can I get a stash prop for Tolley? I do need a stash prop for Tolley, don't I? It's a good point, Easton. Imagine Breslow with the Rays budget. Honestly, probably be better. Nick in the UK. What's going on, Nick? How you doing? Did Tolley house 43K of those 44,000 glizzies himself? Would not be shocked. Would not be shocked. Need Roman to lock in? Yeah, definitively need Roman to lock in. Either that or drop him in the lineup a little bit. You know what I mean? Sorry, but Story needs to perform on the field, then complain about the front office. The problem, Michael, that you have with that statement is, like we talked about this in the video, right? It's not just Story saying this and it being, oh, this is Trevor's Story. You also have to talk about the fact that Story is a leader in this clubhouse, which means most likely, in fact, almost definitively, he's not just speaking for himself. He's speaking for most, if not the rest of the veterans or the experienced guys in this clubhouse. And I'm not saying he's speaking for everybody, right? Obviously. There were guys who I think, maybe are, I don't know, at the bare minimum neutral, right? About all this. I just, I think he speaks for more than just himself in that clubhouse right now, and I think that's your problem that you need to have a conversation about. Another ground ball for Story, or for Roman, huh? He's got to start lifting these baseballs, man. What's up, Jonathan? Bullhorn for the clubhouse? Yeah, yeah, kind of. I think a lot of these guys, especially these, maybe guys who don't speak a ton of English, or maybe guys who aren't comfortable in front of the microphone, they rely on Story and Crochet and Whitlock to be the ones to speak for them. So I think it's not so much Story alone saying it; it's Story's pedigree in the clubhouse. Like if Isaiah Kiner-Falefa said that stuff, yeah, I'd agree, right? You'd be like, buddy, you're hitting like, you've been decent recently, but you're hitting like $150, and your position. Why is there always something wrong with Nesson? Honestly, I think the young guys who haven't been able to play because of the same side matchups will play under Chad, unlike Cora a la Meyer. Yeah, maybe. I do know that it's definitive that Meyer's going to be seeing more lefties. Chad Tracy confirmed that yesterday after the game. Need Romy back. Dude, you know what's weird? We haven't gotten a single update on Romy yet. None. I get like once in a while we'll get, hey, he's trying baseball activities and stuff. Man, that was a good scoring opportunity. Trade Story soon? Where? Yeah, and to be fair, Michael, Story said that too. I mean, there was a small part of Story's conversation that got clipped everywhere, obviously, right? And that's the you know, some of the best coaches in the world didn't get a fair shot. I don't know what the direction of this team is, right? Um, those are the two things that got clipped. But in there too, he also said, I feel horrible. It feels like, this was on us. We couldn't play. So part of that is Romy injured. Yeah, Romy's been injured. Corbin and the Red Sox on the phone. Celtics on the TV. Oh, dude, you've got it made. No word, oddly quiet. It is weird, Mike. It is weird. If we can't find a trade partner for Massa, ain't no way we're finding a trade partner for Story. Yeah. What's up, Assassin? How you doing? What injury? What did it end up being, chat? Like a small, like he got surgery for it. It was something in his shoulder. Story does not have any value now. Da Vinci Resolve. What are you editing me? If he took some responsibility, then I'm down on it. Yeah. Story also said a very similar thing. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't just him. I read a post where some podcaster gave Henry all the credit for all the championship just because it wrote the checks. What about Lucchino and Theo? Yeah, it's very interesting. Very interesting, like, who's to blame and who's not to blame for this stuff. You know what I mean? Like it feels like, I don't know. It feels like a lot. Like, I don't. It's hard to explain in terms of what was the bunt attempt there. Good play by Contreras, but what was it? Did you see Contreras? He jumps, catches that ball, looks at the guy, goes, "Nice bunt." Thumbs up to him. What's up, Jules? Yeah, honestly, almost at that point where we call up Mikey and see what he does it short. You can't put Mikey. As much as I love Mikey Romero, I love Mikey. Don't get me wrong. You can't put him at shortstop. Price contract broke this ownership group. Yeah, it's about that time that things started to change. What's up, video game? How you doing? He doesn't have the range for it? Not really. All right, totally. Come on, buddy. Find the strike zone, big dog. You got it, buddy. That should have been challenged. Marcel Meyer should be the shortstop. Yeah, if you're going to do anything drastic like that, it's Marcelo at short, Mikey at second. That's what you would do. I'm less healthy than Romy right now. Tore my labrum again. I'm sorry to hear that, Lawson. Stinks. Am I watching on MLB TV? No, I'm watching on the NESN 360 app, which, What's up, Green Monster? How you doing? Oh, they got Anthony in the outfield today? Oh, Massa's playing, huh? When did Larry pass away? I thought that was like 22 or 23. What up, Isaac? Why can't Story play third? Is it his arm? Yeah, I don't know that his arm would play well over there. Do I gotta pay for? Yeah, so I can't do MLB TV if I live in New England. Do you feel our pitchers are turning the corner? That's the hope. We'll see. Phillies. Where would the Phillies play Story? Where would the Phillies play Story, Mike? Yeah, NESN 3. I will say this: if you don't have to watch on NESN 360, don't watch on NESN 360. It is genuinely not fun. That a baby. Are we catching that? We're catching that, right? Beautiful. Lucchino passed away in April 24. Yeah. So I don't know that it was Lucchino. I think it was Lucchino taking a step back from his health and kind of going. He kind of focused a lot on Worcester in his final years. That's probably a big part of it. Cool him 4 years ago. Yeah, but you had Bernie. Another pop up. Derby's got it. Durbin. Yeah. All right. Tolley. Hey, can we get to Trey Savage tonight, please? I am dying for a victory on this channel. It's been far too long. Mutiny in your house? I like Fubu, to be fair. Or Fubo. Derby gonna watch the Godfather trilogy. That reminds me, I gotta rewatch that, dude. It's been a while. What up, Benjamin? How you doing? Usually I just listen to it on the SiriusXM app. That's a good place to do it too, yeah. Victory equals shotgun? Of course. We've been doing it all year. A game 4 victory... a 4-game victory streak would be nice. Yeah, it would be. Whatever keeps Wizard away from the mound. Hey, he was in the game last night. Did okay. Who we trade Bernie for again? My God, what's his name in AAA? Super fast. Braden Ward and Nate Baez. You're a bigger fan of Goodfellas? Let's see. Goodfellas I've watched recently. Goodfellas is a classic. Rangers was dealing last night. Bummer you couldn't keep the no-hit bid going. I know, dude. I kind of blame it on myself. I got back from the gym and didn't have time to shower, so I just watched it without showering. And then right in that 5th inning, I showered and came back and he let up a hit. So I think that's my fault. Yeah, so interesting, Assassin. I don't know if you guys seen this, but Jake Bennett was scratched from his start today in Worcester. And the reasoning is because Chad Tracy said, hey, we're TBD for Friday, which was Garrett Crochet's start, which is very, very interesting to me. Hopefully nothing going on with Crochet. I don't think there would be. I think they would have made that move already to get him back as soon as humanly possible. But with Tolley and Bayo going these next 2 days, I'd have to imagine what this is an indication of is exactly what you're thinking, right? Bayo is kind of fighting for his life here. And so is Tolley. If Tolley is a good start tonight and Bayo's a bad start tomorrow, I'd imagine they potentially go Bennett. Wow, good bunt story. Good bunt story. All right, we don't hate that. The Guardians definitively wouldn't pay that contract though. Move up Crochet. They might move him back a start, I'd imagine. I heard the Sox organization is looking for new coaches in the produce section of Star Market. All right, Massa, let's see it, kid. I'd like to see Massa do something. I feel like he's cooled off quite a bit. He's hitting 260, which isn't terrible, but Corbin Austin talking about Trout. Who's talking about Trout? I don't know, dude. I think it would take a lot for one to get Trout. No Massa. Bunch of people on Facebook were calling for Sox a DFA story. I would go over like a fired church. What would it take to get Trout? A lot. And the Angels won't trade Trout anyways. And where are you going to play him if you bring him over here? Like, you'd have to trade, what, Duran and Massa for it just to make room? And I don't think the Angels do that. What's up, Anthony? What do we owe Story on his contract? He opted in for, I think it's 2 years, $21 million a year, I think is what it is. You play him on the IL? Maybe. Did I see the bus that took the fired coaches? Yeah, I did. We were live when that happened. A trade for Jose Ramirez. The Cleveland Guardians will never trade Jose Ramirez. They have absolutely zero reason to trade Jose Ramirez. None. Even if they're bad, he's on one of the team-friendliest contracts in the entire sport. He's the face of their franchise. He's a face in the community. There's zero reason for them to trade. They're not the Boston Red Sox, you know? I'm watching that right now, actually, Jennifer. Dang, that shattered his bat. What the heck? We'll see, E. We'll see. Yeah, they traded Francisco Lindor because they didn't have a contract for him. That's so different. It's like totally different. Sell a bomb? That'd be awesome. The bat's intact? No, I think the knob fell off of it, dude. Look at Marcel's average coming up a little bit, huh? Oh, that was his thumb piece? Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. All right, guys, I'm an idiot. What up, Nate? How you doing? Heartbroken for Cora. Wish John Henry would sell this team. Yeah, kind of the same. I'm sad Cora's gone. I like Tracy. I think he could do a good job, and yeah, I think ultimately what it came down to was scapegoating. But that doesn't mean the Red Sox can't be good with it. You know, does that make sense? Like it's a weird feeling for me because I really do like kind of not only the early implementations we've seen from Chad Tracy, but like kind of the strategy and just the person itself. It feels like he's kind of a really good fit for this specific Red Sox club. So I really like that, but I do it, it does stink. Yeah, I saw that, Carl. I think he's kind of in limbo right now. I think it really depends on how Bayo looks tomorrow. Don't you think the picture showing fired staff smiling indicated how toxic the front office is? Maybe just you? You? No, it's not just you. It's not just you. Yeah, Tracy could a little bit. We'll see. I mean, we'll see, right? We'll see how it ends up going. Just keep winning series and, see what happens. That's all they can really do, you know? It's kind of the only thing you can do. Trading good players is one thing. Getting a bucket of spit for them is another. You know what's funny is if you had Kyle Harrison in your rotation right now doing what he's doing and James Tibbs in your farm system, most people probably look at that and say, hey, man, like this is a pretty solid team. You know, it's really funny. Like a pretty solid trade. Dude, Marcelo's hot right now. Is that going to be third? Is Story all right? Oh, for sure, E. It's just funny. It's just funny to talk about, you know? Cello getting hot is big for this team, man. Durbinator, can we get a little bloop single from the Derb? Get give me a little doopy doo from the Derb. That's what I want. Little bloopity blop. Oh, that's Meyer's 7-game hitting streak? Interesting. Did anyone else know that? A derby hit. Yeah, dude. Just give me a little derb hit. Should be an everyday player. I think we're going to see a lot more of Meyer. If he's healthy, I think we're going to see a lot more of Meyer. The only good thing I like about the new changes is that they know all the young guys. Yeah, I think that's going to be part of it. Someone was talking about, was it Lou on the broadcast? Who was it? It might have been Lou on the broadcast who was talking about how just some of these guys, like they might not have been, and it's not anything about Cora or Veritek or any of these guys that left, but like they might just be simply a little bit more comfortable with Chad Tracy in the dugout, and we'll see. Again, we'll see. Take away the crochet trade, and how does Breslow trade history look? Feels like there are a lot of bad returns. Yeah, not good. I don't think this is intentional, but isn't it crazy they cleaned house the same day as the 17-1? Yeah, it's definitely wild, Nate, for sure. I wonder which has more drama, the granddaddy of primetime drama shows. What is the granddaddy of primetime drama shows? What is that? Am I an idiot or is that something? So we got the Red Sox game on the night. The Bruins are fighting for their lives. And then the Celtics are trying to get past the 76ers. Man, this is a loaded day. Good save there, Durbin. I will say, Durbin's at-bats have been looking a bit better. Yeah, I saw that, band. I did see that report that, Kennedy said, we decided the day before, and then the flight charters is that Friday coming into the Blue Jays series, or the Orioles series. Just no power, dude. Just no power. But that was a pretty good second inning there. We'll see. We'll see. Corbin needs to shorten his swing. All right, yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. We're getting to him only a matter of time. Second time through the lineup this time. I like the chances. We just need Tully to hold it down here. Drama's part of the entertainment. Yeah, as a Red Sox fan, dude, drama is an everyday occurrence. I was listening to Section 10's reaction to the Alex Cora news, and I really thought Steve Peralt put it really well. What's up, Jay? Not much. It's been a pretty quick game so far. Where he was like, back in the day, it was like the Red Sox are in Sports Center because they hit 5 home runs back to back. And then like since 2018, the Red Sox are on Sports Center and you're like, oh God, what happened now? I mean, it's every year there's something crazy going on here. Willing to trade up Fenway Frank for Vladdy. Remember that like split second last year where coming into the year, everyone was like he was liking pictures of him in Red Sox uniform edits. And everyone was like, there's a chance. There's a chance. There's a chance. And then there was zero chance. And now he's on the Blue Jays for like 1 billion years. But that was a fun 2 weeks. You wouldn't like to lose Robbie Hyde? Listen, if Robbie Hyde's in a better situation, if Robbie Hyde, maybe it's just a change of scenery. Hey, no one talked bad about Wilson. They're trading all of us for the roll call guy. That's brutal. Remember the dream of having? Yeah, there was for 2 weeks. It was like, hey man, we could get Vladdy at first and Rafi at third, and it'll be like Manny and Poppy again. It's like, damn. That was almost as fun as a toothache. Dude, you're telling me Vladdy and Devers back-to-back wouldn't be a ton of fun? Yeah, Contreras trade was solid. We'll see how the Sonny Gray trade works out. I think that still has a chance to be pretty good. Tyler O'Neill trade a while ago, like in his first season, that was pretty solid. I'm trying to think of like solid deals from Breslow. There have been a lot of stinkers. Like both of his deadlines have been terrible. Or I guess all three of his deadlines have been terrible. There we go, Tolley. Put him away. Yeah, so far, Murakami was a mistake, and I can admit that. Did Fitz just get out? Yeah, Fitz is out for the season. I will say, a lot of the guys you traded over to St. Louis, Dobbins is making his first start of the year after the coming back from ACL. Brandon Clark got Tommy John. Fitz got surgery. Man, Jonathan India got surgery again. That dude. Uh-oh, Michael. What did I do? Anthony Ianson feels underrated. He's not going to be underrated for very long. I got to imagine he's going to be... Had a baby Duran. How you get there? Yeah, Kyle Harrison is doing really well. That is true. Who else was it? Was Harrison, David Hamilton, and who else? Password is struggling in AAA right now, and he's hitting like a $140. No, Priester wasn't in that deal. It was Harrison, Hamilton, and who? Was it Sandlin? No, I don't think it was Sandlin. Let's go, Nate. Any word on Oviedo? No, didn't he get surgery? Oh no, we don't know if he got surgery or not. No surgery. No, it wasn't York or Mydrod. Drohan, that's who it was. Thank you, Brent. What was I saying? Yeah, he's just out for 6 weeks, I think. Which he's got some time, basically. Just let him play center field or left every day? No. You have to have Cedon in center field more often. You have to. Was it a throwaway trade for Priester, to be fair? They got that guy, Yoferi Rodriguez, is doing really well in minor league baseball. They got a competitive balance pick out of it, which they turned into... Hold on. It was someone relatively impressive. I don't think it was Ianson. I think it was... Who do they draft for that compensation pick? It was Brandon Neely, maybe? They did get holo belts out of it, yeah. Meek, it's coming this week, man. I don't have a ton of tracking information or anything, but it's coming. Yeah, it could be Marcus Phillips. That makes sense, too. It's one of those two. How's Josh Winkowski doing? I don't think he's in baseball anymore. Should be banned, for sure. No problem, Meek. I get it. How many years does Contreras have left? 3? It's this year, next year, and the year after, I think. Winks on the Blue Jays? What? You can eat 3 hot dogs? I'm thoroughly convinced I could eat 9 hot dogs in 9 innings. I don't know about the beer, but I think I could definitively do 9 hot dogs in 9 innings. That was just this year, next year. I thought he had a player or a club option for a third. That a baby Tolley? Let me look it up. Let me look up Melissa Contreras' contract. How do you feel about Connor Wong's contract? So we have him for 4 more years. I said, heck no. It's arbitration. So they can choose to or they could choose not to. Yeah. So it's through 27, and then it's a 2028 team option for Wilson Contreras. So we could technically have him for 3 full years. Is that the next live stream? 9 hot dogs, 9 innings? No. No. I said it before. I'll say it again. I will not do that until I go full stream. Is 9 hot dogs really a pound of meat? I mean, that's an entire loaf of bread, right? It's got to be. What's going on with Costas? He got shut down with a rib injury. It ended up being I think it was an oblique strain. I think. I think 999 challenge when. Like I said, I go full time. Here's what's gonna happen, chat. You'll know. I'm not gonna officially announce that I go full time, but I'm gonna make a video of me getting a red seat tattoo, and then I'm gonna hop on a live stream for whatever game that is tonight, and I'm gonna do the 999 challenge. That's what's gonna happen. Any updates on Sandoval? Yes. So I guess all the imaging came back well. And he's gonna be shut down for a bit, but then he's gonna come back. I think it's been a weird. It's been a weird kind of couple of days with Sandoval. He was injured and then he came back, did a couple rehab starts, got pulled off the rehab start, imaging on his elbow or bicep or something, and then was done, and now it's back. I don't know. It's been really weird. Hey guys, let's what are we doing here? 2 pitches, 2 outs. Let's go, film. Hell yeah. These blackout rules got me hesitant. Yeah, that's fair. I agree. Would love to see less blackouts in Major League Baseball. I don't really understand the blackout thing. I really don't. I don't understand it. Am I too bright, chat? I feel like I'm kind of perfectly bright right now. Did blackouts become a thing at the start of COVID? Whenever MLB became a thing, I think. Whenever MLB TV became a thing, sorry. Whenever that happened, that's when the blackout conversation started. So whenever that was. You live in Austin and want to watch some Astros game as well? Yeah, that's ridiculous. Like I just don't understand why that's a thing. Like I get you want to help local broadcasts, but just like pay them a small amount, you know? Yeah, Bongwater, you're right, it is. But that's my point. Like you've got to figure out a way for MLB TV to give a portion of the views that they get on certain games, cuz you get that, right? Like on YouTube I can figure that out. Where are the demographics from? What are you guys watching, and what state are you guys from when you're watching it? I can see all that. Right, so there's no way MLB TV can't see that. So when they play games against, the Astros versus the Red Sox, and you got guys in Texas like Assassin here watching that game, you know that it's a Texas person watching the Texas game. So give that local broadcast a portion of said broadcasting money and see what happens. You know? Like, you're not going to lose so much money because of that. I don't know. Like, it's ridiculous. Yeah, it's unbelievably complicated. Yeah, exactly, Assassin. I'm paying what? It's $30 a month for Nesson, and I paid throughout the entire. I just pay for it for 12 months. So what is that? Because they do specials during the off season stuff. So what is 30 times 12? $360. I should be able to watch all 162 games. I believe the blackout rules would have people go to games. That doesn't make any sense, because then why are you blacking out? Like, Ohio gets blacked out from like 12 different markets. The Midwest, which is like flights away, like Wisconsin, or I'm sorry, like Iowa. There's no Iowa baseball team from what I can think of. Right? I don't know. So low key, I like the Apple TV broadcast. I just don't like having to pay for Apple TV. I'm in East Central Florida, and the Rays and mileage of blacked out. It's 100 miles away. This is my point. You know what I mean? What up, Kelpo? In northern Arkansas, I imagine the Rangers, Royals, Cardinals, and Houston are all blacked out. Yeah, see exactly. Like how long would it take you to get one of those games? Like what? How long? Like what would be the closest one to you? 9 hours from Houston. See, that's ridiculous. Takes you 3 hours. See, this is what I'm saying. So how could it possibly, how could it possibly increase viewership at the physical game? You know what I mean? True, going to the Marlins would be kind of nice, but that's not the point. It's dirt cheap to see a Marlins game. Yeah, it's gotta be what, like $15 a ticket. C's up 10. Let's go. Huge. Started this year, right? Paying for Nesson. No. Nesson 360 came out last year, I think. Is that real, Alex? Man. I didn't know that. What would the cost for Fenway's got to be like 600 a ticket right behind home plate, especially against like an AL East team. Oh my god. Just be glad you are in the military. We didn't get any sports love in my day overseas. Well, can you bring Nesson overseas? I'd imagine you probably could. Yeah, this is a classic Miles Straw at bat here. I'm good, Matthew. Thank you, though. Come on, Tolly. Put it together here, buddy. There it is. Nice pitch. Dude, Tolly's not throwing hard today, but when he needs it, he's got it, huh? Like, he's just feeling that. Nesta 360 is not available outside of New England. Oh, that's not true. I've been in Florida and you can't hear me? Hello? Hello? Check, 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 check. I'm good? Okay. What is going on? What is happening? It's a YouTube issue. It's a YouTube issue. If you can't hear me, restart your stream. Someone say that. Someone say that. I have audio on this side. Uh-oh. All right, come on, get out of here. Try to get Nesson whose list is unavailable my zip code. That doesn't even make any sense. How is that possible then? Because I have Nesson and I've watched it in like North Carolina. I thought Durbin had that. That's crazy water, dude. That's crazy. What the hell? Oh, maybe it's by the home zip code. It might be. Sometimes, Benjamin. Come on now. Let's get out of this. Let's get out of this, Peyton. Come on. Okamoto does look really young, actually. I noticed that yesterday. Come on, Peyton. Ah, Tully's just off today, huh? Yeah, 360 is the app. I think he is 30. I don't know that being a Blue Jays fan's got to feel awful. You can't get Nesson in South Carolina. We have a double A. Yeah, that's weird. For 1 month a year? Right. Wait, why? Did the Twins take a tumble? I thought the Twins were doing really well. Good swing and a miss. Come on, Tully, right here. Put him away, baby. Come on. Yeah, Mets has got to be painful. The Twins have lost 5 in a row? Oh. Well, that stinks. At least you got him at second. Ugh, they're challenging it. Yeah, totally just doesn't have it tonight, huh? Stuff isn't as sharp. Why is Marcelo hurting? He's safe. That sucks. Come on, man. If Marcelo comes out of this game, I'm going to be heated. How's our come from behind record this season? Terrible. Terrible. Do I think Bale will do well tomorrow? I don't have a ton of faith right now. Oh, wow. The runner was out? Really? Genuinely shocked. Genuinely shocked. Genuinely shocked that that was an out call. Wow. And Marcel looks like he's going to be fine. Looks like he just hurt a little bit. Hey, can we talk about this for a second? That was a fantastic throw from Roman Anthony. Fantastic throw from Roman Anthony. For as much as everyone's been talking about his inability to throw the baseball, that was really good. That was a bullet. The Red Sox are 6-9 in games they've trailed this season. Thank you. There we go. It's a good sign. That is a good sign from Roman. Now we need to get the bats going a little bit, boys. Just a little bit, please. That'd be great. Thank you. Who's pitching for the Blue Jays tomorrow? It was supposed to be Max Scherzer, but he went down with injury. I think. So I don't know. Yeah, I agree, Rick. I just like to me it was literally two throws that Roman kind of messed up where everyone was like, "Oh no, he's got a noodle arm." And then like ever since then he's been totally fine. You know? Monasterio should start over Durbin. Durbin's so good defensively is the problem right now. Like he's genuinely in he's like what, like the third or second best defensive third baseman in baseball right now. That's the issue. If he could just hit a little bit, like be a league average hitter, he'd be really solid. You know? What's up, Boston? How you doing? Yeah, Durbin's been pretty good, dude. You knew Okamoto was going to hurt you at some point this series. As someone that was connected to the Red Sox, that's usually how it works. Yeah, I don't think it makes sense right now to like shift around people too much, especially after the managerial change. Like you got to let them settle into that before you start moving guys around on the field, I think. He should at least out hit David Hamilton. Come on, guys. Are we bad luck, chat? Genuinely, are we bad luck? It's not even Tuesdays either because we did Wednesdays last week. So would I, John, but I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. Again, I don't think the Red Sox make any major changes positionally for the time being. Yeah, I saw that, Carl. Jose Offerman. Yeah, I did. I do remember Jose Offerman. Jay's offense is taking a totally on him. Boo. Boo. Come on, Story. Do something. Ugh. I feel like they just aren't seeing the ball well. Y'all are really enjoying that one, huh? Yeah, you guys are really enjoying that. Don't blow Matt's head up too much. Come on, boys. Do you put Story low? Where do you put Story in the lineup? That's the question. Like, do you drop Story a little bit? Man, Friday opens up the month of May. That's crazy. What is happening? I feel like this guy's getting stronger as the game goes on. What the hell? Houston, Detroit, Tampa Bay, Philly, Atlanta. We've got a weird schedule in May. A really weird schedule in May. Because, like, all those teams are solid, but, like, a couple of them are struggling. Mark Bellhorn. Mark was good, though. What up, Alex? How you doing? High potassium awareness day cannot be a real thing. Oh, you bat him ninth? Yeah, I don't know. But then what? You put Durbin in the 5 hole? That doesn't make any sense. Do you move Meyer into the 5 hole? Low key's hitting like it. Well, at least it wasn't oh, it's a base hit. Let's go. Just sad we're losing? Yeah, it sucks. All right, Carlos, you've been hot. See a good pitch here. It's an actual day. There's no way high potassium awareness day is a real day. You demand that Wally headband for rally? It is feeling more Wally headband like tonight. We'll put it on in the later innings if we need to. You know, that's what we'll do. Big 55. Happy early birthday, Matthew. That's only my eye. Hyperkalemia. All right, come on, Carlos. Who's batting 8th? Narvaez. Who the hell's batting 8th? Am I an idiot? Marcelo batting 8th? Must be. Yeah, must be Marcelo. That'd be sick, Cram. The Chad Sox on October 8th would be fantastic, wouldn't it? Life would be good if we're watching the Chad Sox on October 8th. Ah, come on. All right. Why is Salo batting so low? I don't know. Probably a little bit of the left-right matchups, I'd imagine. God, Chad, I don't know why I got so tired all of a sudden. I just got super tired out of nowhere. You want to hear something weird? So this is a Propel bottle, right? Now it says that one serving of this is 0 calories, but the whole bottle is 10 calories. Let me know how that works. Someone explain that math to me. Someone explain that math to me. Sodium amount? It is 20%. Okay. Yeah, I see what you mean now. All the calories are at the bottom. Yeah, that must be the answer. They just float down there. There's only 3 servings. You eat the bottle for the calories? Oh, of course. There are 100 servings in the bottle? Yeah, maybe that's it. Propel is underrated. I didn't even really drink a lot of Propel, and then my fiance started buying me Propel because she used to buy them, and I become addicted, dude. They're so good. They're so good. Pick one up. I promise you won't be disappointed. They're just good. I don't know how else to describe them. I need to stop drinking it though. I'm getting full. Due to the FDA label regulations allow manufacturers to round to 0 if the serving contains fewer than 5 calories. Oh, so there's 3 calories per serving. There we go. I never knew that. What's up with all the bunt attempts today from the Blue Jays? You can market any serving size under 5 calories is 0 calories. Didn't know that. Did not know that. How do you guys know? Well, I mean, you probably Googled it, but how do you just know that? You know, how do people just know that? You had a steak from Texas Roadhouse before the game. Let's go. I had some pasta with some meat sauce. That's what I had. They do the same sort of thing, 0 calorie sodas. I didn't know that. $2 super chat from Alex. Tully pitch count pretty good. Maybe they can get 6 innings here. I'd be happy if Tully goes 6 innings, 2 earned. I'm happy with it. Try some lemon. It's supposed to be mint? What's limit? Honey, salt, and water. It's pretty good. Pasta, salmon, and olive oil right now. That sounds good too. I had salmon for lunch. Do you have a fave cocktail drink? I like a good. I only really drink cocktails at weddings, and that is a gin and tonic. If I get it out and about, margarita. Big spicy margarita guy. How's Campbell doing in AAA? Pretty good. He was on a 9-game hit streak for a while. I don't think he got a hit yesterday, but his stats are looking much better. Problem is he's still not pulling the ball all that much. That's the issue, right? And that was the issue up at the major league level is he just simply isn't pulling the ball. So once he figures that out, I think you're starting to see a bunch of different situations with Campbell. I really do think the Red Sox want to get him up at some point this year. I just don't know when. That was a good pitch. You like Campbell the most out of the big 3? I don't know about that. Lemon, lime water, salt, and honey. I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a shot. Good throw story there. All right, 2 down. Who gets a chance first, Mikey Romero or Christian Campbell? It's a great question. That's actually a genuinely great question. I think it depends on, because I think the only way either of them's making it up right now is injury, right? And they're kind of in different situations. Like Romero would be up if an injury happens to any of the infielders. And then Campbell, I don't know that Campbell would be first man up. I don't know, because Eaton's playing really well down there right now too. And I also don't know if Romero would be the first one up, with Sogard playing pretty well as well. I don't know. $2 super chat from Benjamin. No message attached, but we appreciate it anyway. Thank you so much, Benjamin. I also appreciate you, Alex. I can't remember if I said that or not. Hasn't Arias been really good? Yeah, Arias has been great, but he's at 60 plate appearances in AAA. He's going to need a lot more, or AA, sorry. He's going to need a lot more seasoning before he's up at the major league level. I think the only way we see Arias this year is if, well, the Red Sox record stays around here the rest of the season, right? If you're 5 or 6 games under by the time you get to September, maybe you throw Arias a shot here to see what he looks like at the big league level for a month, but yeah, I think that's the only way. All right, Tolley, way to bounce back that inning. That was a good bounce back inning. Is there any word in the recovery of Tanner Houck? No. He should be in AAA, correct? No, we've seen it before with guys who like get super hot early on in spring training, or early on in the year, and then kind of cool off in AA. Because again, in AA, you're facing probably the hardest pitching you're gonna face, because that's where all the best pitching, like good pitching talent, unless like a Peyton Tolley is blocked in the rotation, doesn't really usually tend to spend a time in AAA. They usually tend to spend a lot of time in AA. So you're seeing a lot of good pitching. So it's kind of like that's where you really want to get your biggest sample out of a prospect. Like if you remember, Roman was in AAA for what? 4 months, maybe? But he spent like a full year. He spent like a full season between 2 years in AA. Meyer spent, I think it was almost 2 full years in AA. Campbell obviously came up a little bit faster than that, but like you look around and it's pretty clear that it's pretty clear that AA is the level where you kind of get the biggest feel. Another $2 super chat. Thank you so much, Mike. We get some likes on that message as well. I appreciate you guys donating tonight. Thank you. Karl-Anthony Towns not retired, huh? No, he's not. Knicks hate watching. Always love a good Knicks hate watch. Any word on how long Gray will be out? It sounds like right now it's going to be the minimum, 15 days from whenever he went down. He went down on the 20th, so May 5th. I like a gin Ricky. Is that a real drink? Which is gin, lime juice, and club soda, no sugar. A nice. Oh yeah, I have that all the time. I didn't know that's what that was called. Yeah, that's good. That's another drink. Like if I have too many gin and tonics at a wedding, I'll switch to gin and soda, just to get something that's not as sweet. Like tonic can get sweet after a while. Do you know who the biggest trade candidates are for the deadline? I don't think anyone knows right now. There's so much that could change right now. I don't do brown liquor. Like I don't do whiskey or bourbon or like I don't even do like brown tequila or rum either. No, you didn't. Thank you. Gin and tonics, it does. It kind of tastes like Christmas tree too. Mind on your money and your money on your mind. You hate me? That's fair. Okay. Another $2 super chat from Mr. Money Mike Madness. His favorite drink is cognac and cognac. You know what? Hell yeah. That was a good rip from Marcelo again. Is that going to get down? Did that bounce? Kind of low-key looked like it bounced. Are they going to look at it a little bit? Naked eye looked like it bounced. It didn't bounce. Dang it. That's what I said, Benjamin. What is up with that? Why is there so many hot dog nights? I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, how is it? How? We bring out the crowds. Either you love us or you hate us. Yeah, I guess that's true. Looney, I think that's what they call hot dogs up there, huh? What did hot dogs ever do to me? Nothing. I like hot dogs. In fact, some may say I'm a hot dog connoisseur. But it doesn't mean I want to see it a hot dog night every time we're in Toronto. How often do they have Toronto? Man, Derb. Hit the weight room, brother. Looney's a Canadian dollar. Oh, there you go. Pretzel guy? Yeah, I don't mind pretzel. Looney's a place to buy hot dogs? Oh. I have no idea, Jordan. Someone else is going to have to answer that, dude. I'm so bad with those kind of things. Like, that would be a perfect time to use your challenge. Use the challenge. It's easy. Just tap your forehead. You know what I mean? Like, it's very simple movement. Just do it. My ideal hot dog and toppings. Okay, so there are two that I love. One, both have mustard, by the way. I don't mind a hot dog with ketchup. Listen, I'm not gonna fret about someone putting hot dog or ketchup on their hot dogs. Here's what I will say though. Oh, it's every Tuesday? Oh, well, that's unfair. I appreciate that, UK. Thanks so much for watching, man. Thank you. Hot dogs. There are two ways. One, raw white onion. Dill relish. Dill specifically. Man, the Red Sox kind of got robbed that inning, huh? Raw white onions, dill relish, mustard. The other way is sauerkraut mustard. Sometimes they put celery salt in the sauerkraut. Don't understand why. But you put a little raw white onion, a little bit of dill relish. I don't want that sweet pickled relish. I want the dill relish. And then some mustard. And I'm chilling. I'm a very happy man. I could eat 6 of those. A Chicago dog? Sure. You know what's not bad? Seattle dogs. Those aren't bad. George's, Coney Island, and Worcester? I don't think so. Where is it? Mayonnaise, chili, and ketchup? Meek. What are we doing? Meek. Listen, I'm not going to yuck somebody's yum. I'm not going to do it. Listen, I like some weird food combos. I get it, you know? This afternoon, I'd smoked salmon on dill Triscuits. Pretty good. It's on a Seattle dog. I got to look it up, dude. I remember I ate like 4. I ate like 4 Seattle dogs in one sitting because they were that good. Grillos on the side. Oh, yeah. Grillos, pickles. See, Mike, we're pretty close. $2 super chat from Mike. He says the best hot dog, sauerkraut, honey mustard. See, to me, that's a little too sweet. If I'm doing sauerkraut, I want like that brown mustard. You know what I'm talking about? Kimchi on a hot dog is underrated. You know what I don't love? I don't love coleslaw on a hot dog. Don't love it. Yeah, there it is. Seattle dog. Cream cheese, grilled onions, and jalapeno. What up, Warrior? All right, there we go. One pitch, one out for Mr. Toli. Ranch on pizza, only if it's bad. Only if it's like not great pizza. Like there's no bad pizza, right? And that's kind of the old saying. But if it's not like the best pizza, yes. Really good pizza, you shouldn't be putting ranch. What the F is kimchi? You gotta try it, dude. It's fermented vegetables. Very good. Hot dogs can be wrapped in bacon. Sure. What a baby, Tolly. Athlete right there. You see that grab? He didn't even know he got it. I don't even think he knew he caught that baseball, but he got it. New York style versus Chicago style pizza. New York style pizza every day of the week, and I hate New York. I gotta get up on my Worcester facts. I never go to Worcester. Well, that's a lie. I go to Worcester to talk to the guys in Worcester, but I don't really do anything outside of that. It's just far away from me. It's like 45 minutes to an hour. When do I have time to do that? $2 super chat from Wow. Man, I'm really liking this. If you guys want to keep donating $2 and tell me your hot dog recommendations, I'm in. But Wow, I agree with you. Wholeheartedly agree with you here, Wow. Relish, onions, mustard's the best. Yes. Specifically yellow, like raw white onions, and specifically dill relish. Going to Boston for the first time. First time ever, Assassin? How would I feel if some way, somehow, Cora ended up in the Yankees? I'd be terrible. That'd be terrible. That would be terrible. All right, so first ever time in Boston, what do you do? Pizza Regina? No. Oh, we're up it at the $5. $5 super chat from Alex. He said bacon wrapped hot dog, deep fried and topped with mild buffalo and blue cheese dressing. Phenomenal. Yeah, sounds good. Make it a little bit heat. Get a little bit heat in there. I'm in, you know? Agreed. Wow. We're on the same page today. I like that. Sounds really good. But yeah, put in put a little bit of spice in there. That sounds good. Anything deep fried with buffalo and blue cheese dressing, I'm probably liking it. All right. Boston. I would say if you're brand new to the city and want to see kind of the sights, Faneuil Hall, Newbury Street, Prudential Building. I think those are the three you hit. Faneuil Hall's got the history. You can do like a little walking tour, whatever. Newbury Street is awesome. Well, okay, let me rephrase that. It is going to be packed. The shops are going to be sweaty, but it'll be relatively fun. And that's sort of like something you do if you come to the city. And then the Prudential is I believe the highest spot in the city, so you can kind of get yourself a little bit of view. If you go to the top there, you could see the city. It's pretty cool. Don't go to the restaurant up there though. A little bit of a ripoff, if I'm being honest. They also don't let you in if you're wearing sweatpants. If you're near Fenway, there's a garden, like a community garden, right behind Fenway Park. That's pretty cool. Quincy Market's a good one. That's right near Faneuil Hall. Yeah, the North End would be a good place to go to for sure. I don't know how old you are, so I don't want to give you like bar recommendations, but John Hancock's the tallest. Thank you. Newbury Street's rich people. Yeah, but it's fun to walk around. All the people eating outside and stuff. It's just, I don't know. It's a fun time. Peyton Tully's kind of lost it here while we've been going over what to look at in Boston. Peyton, need you to pull it together here, brother. And he walked him. All right. I need Tully to get through the 5th here. Oh yeah, so we're not talking about Cheers bars or anything like that. Okay. Interesting. Does he look hurt? So we're bringing in Zach Kelly to face Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Okay. All right, here we go. Tully's not hurt. He looks good. He's just kind of gassed. The thought of Boston history and Corbin's a good joke. Whoa. Hey, listen, I like history. At least it's not Wizard. Hey, we believe in Zach Kelly in this household, chat. We believe in Zach Kelly in this household. Come on, Kelly. Come on, Zachary. Let's go, baby. Just get out of this. Just get out of this. Keep the game close. Could fit in a thimble. I will take a history quiz at one point here. I'll take a history quiz and we'll see how we do. I will never do a geography quiz again on stream because those were tough. Those were tough questions, to be fair. Let's go, Kelly. Come on, brother. Come on, Kelly. Yeah, Warrior. Oh, let's go, Alex. Hell yeah. All right, come on, Zach. Come on, Zach. All right. Not a great first start. Get out of this with 1 run. I'm happy. You're still within striking distance. You're still within striking distance if you can get it off here. That hit him? Totally ZRA didn't deserve that. I mean, to be fair, he walked them in. So, like, I don't know. Come on. Come on, Zachary. There's a good pitch. Okay. Man, Zach, find the zone. That was a slider that just stuck up there. When was the last time Zach Kelly pitched? Sometime in the Orioles series, I think. Had to have been. All right, there we go. One more. Come on. Just wake me up when it's all over. Come on, Zach. Yeah, shout out the Leeds Locos. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. There we go. Ground ball. There we go, Derb. All right, boys. It's time for a little welcome over. Showing a little ownership loyalty. I'm surprised. It sounded like Liverpool wasn't a big fan of FSG. Not that we are either over here, to be fair. It's time for a little rallying. We're doing a little rallying this afternoon, huh? Throw on the Wally headband. Let's rally a bit. We're rallying. Come on. Wally was not fired. No, he made it through. He made it through the cut. He made it through the cut. Come on, boys. Sorry, let's start doing some damage against you Savage here, huh? There's no way they're going to push you Savage too far, I'd imagine. Thought I was 3-ball Corbin? What the heck? Tessie and I are ready. Let's go. Let's go, Benjamin. This is it right here. I like this part of the lineup. Contreras has seen it well. Willier's on fire. Story. And then who's 6? Massa. Let's go. Oh wait, yeah. Never mind. It's Roman. It's Contreras, Roman, Willier. All right. All right. Let's go, boys. Let's just see a little something, you know? The rally headband hasn't worked this year. I need it to work for my own sanity. Just a little bit, please. Liverpool wants lower ticket prices. That's what they were angry about. I mean, that's fair. I feel like everyone does. Where is that ABS? Why are they not challenging anything? It's the top of the 6. Like, you're running out of chances. You got 3 more chances to score a run. No, I've never watched Liverpool. Aren't their games incredibly early in the morning? Oh, man. Just can't take advantage of those bad splitters. I don't know, Alex, actually. He was off to a pretty decent start, I think, to begin. And then might have cooled off. Let me see. Let's see how he's doing. Come on, boys. He's not striking out, which is great. He's hitting 280, 362 on base percentage. Just no power. No home runs, 8 RBIs, 1 double. All right, the bullpen's coming in. Let's do some damage against the bullpen. Come on, boys. All right. So we went from a commercial break to a commercial break. Sick. Pop full mail on the Sega. Man. Their bullpen isn't that good? I don't think it's like incredible. What was that? What was that Imes commercial? Actually, you guys probably didn't get that one. Is tomorrow a day game? It's at like 3, isn't it? Yeah, I think Hoffman's out of the closer. I don't know who they have closing right now, actually. $3:07. I hate 3:00 games. Like smack dab in the middle of the days. Varland's their closer. Has he been doing well? Can't be. They have a losing record. What is a Ridgeyak? It's a wallet. Right when you get out of school, that's good. For me, it's like smack dab in the middle of the day. It's like too late to like watch the whole thing and then go to the gym. It's too early. I don't know. Jeff Hoffman got demoted? Really? Jeez. Roman faces so many lefties, dude. Come on, Roman. On weight loss, I got a gym membership, so I've been going to the gym. I haven't weighed myself this month yet. We will see. Yeah, Dennis. I think every team's more fun when they aren't getting shut down. It is like it's very odd that Alex Cora gets fired and then Roman's back in the lineup the day after. That's really that really stood out to me. And hasn't sat since. And it's been 3 games. Ah, come on. Zepbam? Ozempic? I don't know. I don't think I like I don't know. I don't want to get too skinny, you know what I mean? What up, Zoe? How you doing? I love that the Red Sox always make it such a big deal when they have hot dog night. It's every Tuesday. We're good, dude. You know what I mean? Like we don't need to know the amount of hot dogs. If they do this every Tuesday, this ain't impressive anymore. You know? Like it's just not. That feels a little bit unhealthy, Matthew. To only eat a small shrimp cocktail all day. Oh, will you try to put that baseball in a absolute spin cycle? Those shrimps have a high calorie amount? Sure. But for one singular, the entire day, that's your only meal? I don't know. Yeah, guys, I'm not saying shrimp is a bad meal. I'm just saying that's your only meal, and it's a small shrimp cocktail. Thank you, Cakes. That's what I was trying to say. I'm not trying to crap all over a shrimp cocktail. Listen, I'll eat 1,000 shrimps if I'm able to. Shrimp cocktails is very underrated. What's the sauce that you put on there? What's the name of that sauce? Cocktail sauce. There we go. All right. Chicken rotisserie chicken, part of cocktail shrimp. See, that sounds good. I would eat that. Shrimp and lobster are the trash eating rodents of the ocean. But lobster and butter is good, though. Oh, I had like 2 glasses of chocolate milk today, too. I love chocolate milk. Trevor, put a ball in the other field. Stop trying to pull everything to right or left field. Start pushing the ball to right field, and I promise you'll hit better. Why are we trying to pull a cutter on the outside part of the plate? Blue milk is pretty solid, actually. Come on. This is one of those nights. This is one of those nights where you really miss that like power bat. You know what I mean? Like it feels like the Red Sox are like a swing away from getting back into this game, and they just can't find it. This feels like one of those nights where you really miss it. Rally headband not working. Yelling find some glass a lot, yeah. Blue milk, I think it was a ode to like Star Wars or something. It's just vanilla flavored milk. Steak and roasted potatoes. We've talked a lot about people. There's got to be some people who just came into the stream for the first time tonight, and they're like, "Why aren't we talking about the game? And why are we only talking about different foods?" We talked about hot dogs for like a good 30 minutes. Now we're talking about shrimp cocktails. I swear we don't do this every time. We actually do this a pretty fair amount, I'll be honest, but not every time. A lot of the time we're talking about the game. It's just been kind of a boring game so far for the Sox. But again, this is my point where you like it really feels like you miss that power bat in games specifically like this, right? When the Red Sox are moving to station and scoring like, even 1 or 2 runs, you're like, this sucks. But like in a game like tonight where you just can't get anything across, but you're getting runners on base, that's where you sit there and you're like, it'd be really nice to have that power guy with one swing. And Contreras has been doing a good job of hitting home runs, don't get me wrong, but he hasn't really had an opportunity with runners on base. But you just get that one guy. Sounds pretty good, Angry. A beef with mustard bagel sounds pretty good. Monkfish? No, but I'd be willing to try it. Go start praying to David Ortiz. Broil in the air fryer? All right. Maybe I'll give it a shot. Also, how does there a poor man? I guess a poor man's lobster makes sense. Suarez? What about Suarez? He was really good last night. Oh, Eugenio? No. Eugenio would not be helping this team right now, to be fair. That's crazy film. I wonder would totally start today if that buys Bayo a little bit of extra time in this rotation, because it's clear that totally like they're talking about on the broadcast him just running out of gas. It was because he went extra long in his Yankee start because he was doing so well. He wasn't planning to go that long, but like you can't have a guy who's going to be 1 week on, 1 week off in this rotation, you know. Franklin Arias won't be in. Good pitch, Kelly. Good pitch. Is it the common rule to only have young stars pitch 6? So here's the interesting thing with the way that stars are kind of built up right now is that a lot of them, when you're in minor league baseball, specifically, you're going about 5, maybe 6 innings max. But on top of that, you get 5 days rest because there's 6 men in your Worcester or really any minor league rotation. So there's a couple things that you have to adjust for when you get to Major League Baseball. You have to adjust to not only being pushed into, potentially the 7th and 100 plus pitches, which you usually don't get to in minor league baseball. But more importantly, you have to adjust to having to go every 4 days, basically, right? Or 5 days, I suppose. Because you start, you get 4 days off, you pitch again, right? In minor leagues, it's start, you get 5 days off, and then you pitch again. That extra day is a legitimately big thing. Your body adjusts to that. You kind of sit there with your ability to adjust to game and with your body too. So I think that's a really big thing for minor league guys when they come up. Do I golf? No, I don't golf. My fiance does not love fish, so I do not think that I'd be a superstar for that. I think she'd just get mad that the house kind of smells fishy. Red meat girl? No, not really. She's not really like a huge like animal protein girl. I should try golfing. It's fun. I know. I really do want to get into golfing. My biggest fear with golfing is if I get into it, I'm not gonna be able to stop, and like that'll ruin my summers. Between the Red Sox and this, recommendations for a decent outfield glove for an aging left fielder. Are you looking for softball or are you looking for baseball? Why would they do that? Train like your next level? That makes more sense. Well, that's mostly because if you shrink the roster size in Worcester, you're going to lose a lot of depth. That is true. My fiance does love burgers. That's true. So, like, think about it this way, Salty. You need as many pitchers down there as humanly possible, right? So you stretch out the rotation a bit with the sacrifice of making that adjustment when you get to Major League Baseball. You would have to basically cut off, 6 pitchers throughout your entire level here, and that just doesn't make any sense. It's not really about the development. It's about like figuring out how to have the depth in the minor leagues. It's you and guitars. Yeah, that's me in comic books. Like if I get into golf, it is going to drain my bank account, and I can't do that until after I'm married. Pfft. Come on, Zachary. A walk? Brother. Yeah, for baseball gloves, I would say anything Rawlings you're probably pretty good with. Just make sure it's longer fingers. Wilson's another good one if you want that. I'm trying to think of like relatively inexpensive options. I've always been a Rawlings guy. Mizuno isn't terrible. Yeah, bingo, Meek. You nailed it on the head there. Honey, let's not drain my bank account. We'll drain our bank account for my golf addiction. No. Wrong, Corbin. Idiot. It's not true. My fiance was dying for a burger today, so someone putting Five Guys in the chat, not good. Butterscotch Telecaster, that sounds amazing. Yeah, Mizuno's nice. Mizuno is a fantastic glove. Mine have lasted for years. I don't even know where mine are anymore. I had my gloves in here for a while. I don't know what happened to them. They've disappeared. Yeah, they fully disappeared. Short term. Yeah, true. True. Five Guys is for burgers, it's ridiculous. The best burgers in my area, I don't know. I don't have like a favorite fast food chain, I don't think. You know what I'm a fiend for fast food wise? McDonald's. McDonald's, what are those things called? Shamrock Shakes. You'll pay for my first round of golf? That is a dangerous, slippery slope, Dinah. Don't do this to me. Do not do this to me. All right, Samaniego. Wow, Samaniego coming in against the switch hitting righty. Interesting. It's a good strike right there. In-N-Out. I think In-N-Out's overrated. I had In-N-Out once. I didn't think it was, I thought it was fine. I thought it was just a burger. Like, I've had those same burgers over here. But every time I say that, people get super mad at me. So I'm whispering this right now so people don't get mad at me. This manager has a short leash? I don't think so. I mean, he let Suarez go 8 innings. He let Conley go 7 innings. I don't think so. Just love Shake Shack. Big Shake Shack fan. But, like, again, it's fine. Had a baby, Derb. All right. Come on, boys. Shake Shack might be the most overrated food chain of all time. It's genuinely mid. I like it, but again, like I will never sit here and say that Shake Shack is like the best burger known to man. You know what I mean? But like I like it. It's the same thing with In-N-Out. Like I like In-N-Out. I'm not gonna say I don't like In-N-Out, but I'm not gonna be like, man, In-N-Out is god tier. Like I need to go there. If I'm on the West Coast, I'm gonna stand in line for an hour. You know? Like, I'm not going to do that. I wouldn't do that at Shake Shack. I wouldn't do that at White Castle. I don't even think I'd do that at Five Guys. Wahlburger, Whataburger, Smash Burger. They're just burgers to me. Like, if I'm getting a really good burger, it's usually not from a burger joint. It's usually from, like, a good restaurant. Yeah, my fiance is right. The best burgers are from local places. That's my point. Culver's, sure. I'm sure Culver's is fine. Wendy's fries is the best. That's it. Everything else sucks there. Waffle House, maybe. I'm trying to think of like a surprising place, like a surprising chain I've had a really good burger at. Texas Longhorn, Texas Roadhouse, Longhorn Steakhouse. Which one was it? I think it was Texas Roadhouse. I had their burger. That was pretty good. In-N-Out is the best fast food burger you can get. See, this is what I mean. I don't think so. I think it's very comparable to Shake Shack and Smash Burger. Like, I think they're all in the same boat. Applebee's had a really good one. Anthony's been off of the plate. Hope he turns it around. I definitely would not put Caleb Durbin second. That's crazy, Carl. But he goes, Roman Anthony's been bad, so I want to put a player who's been worse up there with him. Mostly smash. Yeah, a lot of them are smash burgers now. And you know what? You know what's? I got a hot take. I kind of like a. I'm not talking like I don't want a meatloaf in between a bun. You know what I mean? But give me a little bit of meat in there. You know, not that I don't mind a smash burger, but Five Guys. Yeah, I don't know. Is it too early to call Anthony a bust? Yes. My God, yes. $10 easy. Good for you, Dennis. It's just so easy when you're driving long distance. Like, we go to New Jersey because of our college friends and stuff. Masa. Wendy says the best nuggets. I don't really get chicken nuggets when I go to fast food restaurants. Oh, that was Jess. I just sort of read it. Guys, are we just taking first pitch every single time out? No, it really sucks. Every single diner in America, all stuff I can make better in my own kitchen. I don't think that's true. I love diners. I think diners are one of the more underrated places to go to eat. Late night breakfast, what are we talking about? Durbin's OPS. Yeah, but you're talking about a 7-game sample size here, Carl. You can't complain about the lineup changing all that much and then immediately be like, 7 games, we got to put this guy at the top of the lineup. You know what I mean? Guys, Red Sox, what are we doing here? Yeah, late night breakfast is so underrated. The Celtics win. I think it's still the third quarter. Breakfast for dinner is peak. It is peak. Yes. Five Guys good. Be better off hitting a local pub. See, yeah, exactly. It's the same thing everywhere. You go to your local spot. Yeah, but Carl, you can't keep changing the lineup every single day with who's hot and who's not. You can't do that every single day. You can do it maybe once or twice a month. Ugh. Just not the Sox night offensively, huh? Worcester's the diner capital. They used to make those train car diners here. So many of them. Didn't know that. Idea of a sub shop is Subway? What? Okay. Chat, this isn't working. We can't keep doing it. All I wanted was a victory shotgun tonight, chat. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. Unfortunately, we're not getting a victory shotgun tonight, are we? Brutal. Brutal. Have we won a stream this point? We won opening day, and then there was a second one, too. That was like, oh, we're fixing the season. It must have been one of the Brewers games, maybe. Because I'm thinking, right? So we watched opening day, off, and then they went to Houston after that, right? And got decimated. So it wasn't any of those. I was at opening day, so it wasn't opening day. They lost the last 2 Padres games. Actually, I'll just look. Jersey Mike's killer. I love it. I don't know when I'll get my victory shotgun. We may have to stop doing these, chat. We may have to stop doing these. That might be the only answer, you know? All right. So let's see. Opening day we won. Ranger Suarez debut was a loss. Can the Red Sox win a game? That was a loss. Once again, can the Red Sox win a game? This one I think was a win. This was... Oh, now I don't know. Yeah, we've won. So we're 2. So we're 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3. This will be so we're 2 and 3 right now, but if you want some good news, the Bruins sided up in the second period. Hell yeah. My record is officially 2 and 3. So we need. Is it? I don't know though. Did we win that game? Now I'm not sure. Let me look. I'm looking. Chat. We're doing some research here. I need to really kind of mark this down. I'm gonna mark it once I figure this out. But let's start with this one. I think is the one that I think could win. Let me see. Nope, this is when we lost to the Twins. Okay. So it's not that one. Are we 1 and 4? Oh my gosh, chat. Could be 1 and 4. We might genuinely be 1 and 4. Oh my god. Nope. All right. So we did win 2. I was right. So we are 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so we're 2 and 3 right now. Ooh, Chad Tracy mixing and matching today, huh? Hell yeah, Angry Man. Yeah, we go live once a week on this channel, usually Tuesdays or Thursdays. It just depends on the schedule because I work 9 to 5 and I do this kind of outside of that. So it's whatever the lineup or schedule lines up that day over 5. So there are 2 Chad Tracys. I think there are 2. I think there are 2 Craig Breslows. We are officially playing the game with Watson in. Yeah, Watson is someone who probably needs to not be on this team in a bit. That's kind of the problem with, like, do you send Bayo down to AAA? Well, is it more pressing to do that, or is it more pressing to get Watson? I don't know. I suppose we'll see. The problem is you don't really have an answer as to who could be that bulk guy down in AAA. Jack Anderson's down there, but unless someone gets injured, you got to bring in a couple other people. We could put Bayo as a reliever. Yeah, maybe. I get nervous about that, though, because he walks so many dudes. I don't know if that gets better or worse in the bullpen, but, like, could you imagine him in a tight spot? You're like, hey, you got to go 2 innings, and he walks like 4 guys in those 2 innings? I don't know. He just throws so many pitches. What happened with Canely? He's kind of got to be figured out before May. I think that's sort of the other thing, too, with Watson is Canely has so if he's not up in the major leagues by May, he can opt out of his deal. So they've been pitching him a lot down in Worcester. We'll see. That's coming what? Friday? Is that right? Probably Friday. Let me do the math. Yeah, Friday they have to decide. Do I know why Bennett got scratched for the game? Yeah, it's in case the Red Sox need somebody. That's what they said. Which is interesting to me. To me, it means is Brian Bayo fighting for his roster spot tomorrow. We'll see. Yeah, he's not injured or anything. Whew, Jaron. I thought Jaron just almost missed that baseball. Oof. I think Bay would get sent down, in my opinion. Classic Ryan Watson. Where'd that hit him? Oof, right in the forearm? Yeah, it looked like it was right in the forearm, huh? Is he going to stay in the game, do we think? I don't know. Looks like he's staying in the game. I wonder what you feel like as a pitcher. You like, get on first base, you're fine. Or you like, man, I'm so sorry. Like, I feel like it depends on whether he's like if Vladdy came out there, what are you thinking on the mounds? Are you like, man, that sucks, next one? Or are you like, I feel horrible? I feel like I would be like, man, I feel horrible. What is Ryan Watson's ERA right now? No. Like unintentionally hit a batter. What's your thought process? Like I feel like mine would be like, man, I'm kind of an a-hole for that. It's like 7. Yeah, I'm trying to think. What is his ERA? Watts is at 7.31. It might be atrocious. Brother, that is definitively atrocious. There is no distinction that he is definitively an atrocious ERA. It's a 1.75 whip. Oof. It's a hits problem, right? No, he's walked more people than he's thrown out or struck it out. Oof. Yeah, Vlad stayed in. Ryan Watson, the GOAT. 582 FIP. That's better. It's because he's not allowing a ton of hits. He's just walking a ton of people, dude. And it's just doing damage. Oh, there we go. All right. Well, as we're talking crap about him. As we are talking all this crap about him, ladies and gentlemen, here he comes. Look again at expected ERA. FIP is different than expected ERA, though. Yeah, again, expected ERA is different than FIP. Excuse me. It's more important. It's sort of it's the in your opinion part that stands out. Like, I feel like a lot of these sort of expected stats are all opinion based, right? Like FIP in my opinion is an opinion based. Like not opinion as in like, oh, it's good or it's bad. Opinion is in like, this is what this is what's more important in terms of whether a player's gonna be good or bad. Does that make sense? Like I could sit here and say, he's been pretty unlucky on the mound. 582 ARA isn't, or 582 FIP isn't good. But like he could be better. Then you could look at the expected ERA. You could say, well, I think that he's actually been worse than his ERA leads on, and this is why. And so I don't know. Now we need a 4-run 8th inning. Let's go. I have a strong feeling Story and Duran get shipped. The problem, Duran I could see, but the problem with this is that you have to find matches for these guys, right? Just because maybe the team doesn't love them, or maybe there's issues going on with their willingness to commit to the organization after the Cora thing or whatever. You still have to find good deals for these guys. You can't just ship them out, right? And you have to find someone who's going to be willing to take Trevor's Story, which is much easier said than done. And at this point, I think you could say kind of a similar thing for Duran, although he's looked much better lately, obviously. But it's still a matter of, hey, I got to find somebody for these guys. So it's not just as simple as, oh, the Red Sox don't love them. I'm gonna try. I think they're being traded, right? Like they have to find partners for those trades. Dude, Trevor Roberts is a 0.63 ERA. That's crazy. What the hell? Story's contract. It's 27 definitively and a 28 team option. DFA Story. I don't think I don't think they're going to eat that much money. They're already eating money with Cora. I don't think they eat money with Story too. Come on. Did Chad Tracy get more since he's a new head coach? It's a good question. I don't know. Minimum salary for major league managers? I'd imagine there's a bump. No, it sounds like it's about the same actually. Sorry, trade the deadline again. If you could find somebody for him, I'd imagine they'd be more than willing to trade him. But like, one, you got to remember who's going to replace him. I know we're all sitting here saying Marcelo, but then who's going to play second base on a full time level? If Romy comes back, that's your solution. If Romy's not healthy by the deadline, who? Monasterio every day? As much as I like Monasterio, he's not an everyday baseball player, you know? Unless a guy like Mikey's ready to go at the deadline, maybe. But you'd also have to find more balance in the lineup. That's replacing a righty bat with a lefty guy, you know? And even though he hits the ball hard, you still gotta. Really? Yeah, soccer I feel like is much more ruthless with managers. Or is it manager over there too? I would love to see just one run. Could we just like put up one run? 20 plus million euros and they just had to eat it? That's crazy. Soccer money is crazy, dude. What are we? We're 12 and 17, yeah. Jeez, dude. Look at their injured list. It's crazy. Soccer is on a whole nother level. Way bigger money than the NFL, yeah. Way bigger. Oh, Sonny Gray threw a bullpen yesterday. That's good. NBA, it's just a matter of money distributing, you know? Does Arias have a spot on our roster this year? Not for a while. They're gonna get him. They're gonna get him legit looks in AAA first, and I think more importantly, legit looks in AA. If anything, maybe potentially a cup of coffee at the end of the year if they're doing poorly. If they're not doing, if they're anywhere near a playoff spot, I don't think we see. I don't think we see Arias at the MLB level this year. No, he would have to. I mean, if he keeps hitting the way he's hitting, maybe, but that's a maybe. God, dude, he's just got such a funky delivery, dude. It's like impossible. Ugh. Well, alrighty then. Ooh, I'm ready to go to bed, chat. This game's making me ready to go to bed. Well, I'm worried about tomorrow because Bayo's on the mound. As much as I love Bayo, am I confident in him out pitching whoever's on the mound for Baltimore or for Toronto? I don't know. I don't know. Like I don't know that I really honestly have any faith in him being able to do that. Although I could see Bayo like knowing his back's up against the wall and pulling out a nice like 7-2, 6 innings, 2 earned runs. Looks like all Boston sports losing tonight. I thought the Celtics were up, and aren't the Bruins tied? Some weird commercials on Nesson 360 chat. Some weird commercials. Like genuinely some interesting ones. You're watching the Twins Mariners game? Hey, at least you're watching something, Dave. This game hasn't been all that exciting, to be fair. I don't know. This is weird for me. It's just been such an odd game where like there's not much to talk about. Tolley was gassed. It's not like Toronto's been beating you down either. Like they have one more hit than you do. They've just taken advantage of walks. That's literally it. So I don't know. Yeah, the blackouts are ridiculous. Bruins score. It's 1-1. Celtics are losing by 8 with 5 minutes to go. Yeah, true. That Contreras hit felt like the Sox were going to go off tonight, and then they just couldn't figure it out. And since then, it's been just an absolute snooze fest on both sides. How long has this game been going on for? Like 2 hours? Really, 2 hours, 30 minutes. This team needs to lock in. They were locked in for 3 games in a row here. I'm cool with it. Listen, if like they're not going to get back to 500 all at once. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna like the problem is like people are being like, oh, here we go back to what they were. The problem is it's going to be a really hard team to get back to 500 immediately because they're so far into 500, right? They're 6 games into 500, including tonight. So what you're going to have to see are these kind of streaks where it's, hey, we're going to win 2 games, we're going to lose 1 game. We're going to win 3 games, we're going to lose 1 game. You know what I mean? Or we're going to lose 2 games, we're going to win 4 games, or whatever it is. You're going to have to chunk it together. So this loss tonight, it sucks, but it's not me being like, "Ah, man, here we are again, this crap ass team," right? It's like the pitching was solid tonight. Well, so far has been solid tonight. Defense has been really good tonight. It's just with your offense, you're going to have like in between games like this where you just can't get runs across. That's a problem. So it's sort of like, you just kind of chunk it a little bit. Okay, you win 3 games, you lose 1 game. All right, you take that, right? Tomorrow, let's start a little 2-gamer. You win 2 and then you lose 1. And then the day after that, hey, let's do 3 games. And then all of a sudden by the, mid to end of May, you're up over 500. That's the goal, right? So you kind of got to sit there and be like, yeah, this sucks. And there are going to be crappy games because that's just sort of how this team is constructed, right? Right. That's sort of like, and again, Alex Cora is no longer here, but his mantra was always, look, just win series, right? We're not looking for, 10-game win streaks are obviously fantastic. But if you start betting on those, you're going to be disappointed all season long. And looking for those is going to put you in a mindset of everything is disappointing and everything feels a lot bigger than it is. Look, just win tonight, win tonight, win tonight. And eventually win a series. And if you win a series and you start winning series consistently, you're going to be a good baseball team. So that's what baseball is about, right? The greatest teams in baseball still lose about a third of their games, if not more. So it's about trying to figure out how to chunk together enough wins over your losses where you start to get back to 500. Like ideally, right? What you'd be looking for over the next week or so, 2 weeks, would be, hey, can we rattle off 4 wins or 3 wins in a row and then 1 loss? So then you're kind of quickly back. Let's think about this, right? If you end up tonight, you're 12-18, so you're 6 games back. You win 3 games, that puts you at 15-18, and then you lose a game, so you're 15-19. So you gain 2 games every time. So it would essentially take you 12 games to get back to 500. That's sort of the conversation here, right? And that's why getting off to such a bad start this season was so brutal. Breslow, yeah, this will be interesting. I'm very curious about the end of the year is going to be fascinating for this Red Sox team. Fascinating. Because if they make the postseason, like, you're not like crazy out of it now where it's impossible for you to nice defense there, boys. My God, that was fantastic. That was a fantastic double play started by Ryan Watson. Wow, that was great. Genuinely. Okay. They have a 34% in the postseason on Fangraphs. Yeah, like for the team being this bad to still be at 34. Okay, Rally time. Let's see it. Like again, if I was, and I said this from the core stream, I said this then. If I was a betting man, I put my money on the Red Sox not making the playoffs because I this is a lot, But it doesn't mean it's impossible. It's not. It's never impossible until you're mathematically eliminated. So we'll see. I mean, the team has talent. It just needs to start clicking all together. Caesar down 10. Yeah, John, like the best team in baseball will probably win 100 games and lose 62 of them. That's still that's a 60% win streak. So you're going to win 6 games, you're going to lose 4. So basically every 3 games, you're going to win 2 and lose 1, you know? Like that's objectively just how baseball works. Oof, Barlin's been crazy. Farland's been nasty, huh? What the hell? Another Bill James era? I don't even know who Bill James is. The good thing I've been seeing about Roman since he came back has been he's been avoiding those off speed pitches in the dirt a little bit more, which I like. I think he's just off for 4 full days. I don't know. Maybe that's probably part of it. Oof. Heineman got hit directly in the spot he got hit in last time, huh? Yep. Oh, senior advisor, baseball operations. Looks like you worked with Dave Dombrowski, huh? You guys would hate Bill James now, huh? For all you guys who hate analytics, this guy's like the grandfather of modern analytics. Win streak was 9 all lasted. Yeah, it's not. But again, I was just saying, it's not. You're not gonna be able to get back to 500 all at once. You like this was a good start. You win 3, you lose 1. Okay, now can we win another 3 and then lose 1, or can we win another 2, or hey, can we rattle off 4, something like that? You know. But hey, maybe this means we won't get either of these 2 guys tomorrow night. And we can, maybe the Red Sox can pull something out here. Wish these losses were competitive. I mean, to be fair here, right? I get it. They didn't score a run. Sure, they allowed 2 more hits. 2 more hits than the Blue Jays. You know, like this is a relatively competitive. Guys, do you remember there were so many home runs in the Orioles' first game that they ran out of fireworks, or at least they said they ran out of fireworks. They've lost 9-0. They've lost 9-0 to the Houston Astros like 3 nights in a row. Well, not 9-0. It was like 9-3, but still, those were uncompetitive games, right? At least this was relatively competitive. That was Bayo. Yeah, I'm not excited about Bayo going tomorrow. I will say that. Definitely not seeing Kevin Gausman tomorrow. Didn't the Red Sox get to? Didn't the Red Sox get to Brett? Uh, Jesus, Gausman last year. There's 1,000% chance. If I was placing $1 billion on this game, I'd be placing $1 billion on Trevor Story striking out here. Maybe $2 billion. Whole lineup needs to wake up and hit. Yeah. But again, the way this lineup is built, you're gonna have games like this. Like it's just the way the offense is built, which is unfortunate. If not Bayo, who would you put in? I think I leave Tolle in there. I think Conley Early's proved enough that he's no longer like the fresh rookie who's only going to be able to give you 5 innings at best. That you can have a guy like Early in the back end like that, and then I would just wait for Gray to come back and replace him with Gray. Would be my guess. Someone owes me $2 billion. Yes, 1,000%. E. That's exactly what he did, and he did it on purpose. So that way, that if this doesn't work out and they fired one of the best managers in the game, they can. Yeesh, brutal. That's where they can fire him if things don't go well after you convinced us to fire one of the better managers in the game and a really close person. The Red Sox were very close with Cora, so it took a lot for Breslow to do that. But either way, boy, that game sucked. That game sucked. Wasn't the worst game we've seen from the Red Sox this season. Was still was still at least fairly. Like, they weren't out of it from inning number. Like they weren't. It wasn't the Orioles game, right? But yeah, that was tough. That was tough. Regardless, though, I appreciate y'all being here tonight, man. We had a lot of fun tonight. A lot of weird conversations because the game was so weird. Why is it? Yeah, dude. I don't know. I might have to stop going live for a bit until these guys figure it out. When's the trade deadline? End of July. There's a long time to the trade deadline. We'll be back tomorrow. I don't know what we're going to be talking about tomorrow. Potentially the Jake Bennett thing, because I think that's extremely interesting and definitively worth talking about. Yeah, that's what I think we'll probably do, the Jake Bennett stuff. Regardless, I appreciate y'all being here. Thank you to everyone who donated, especially during the hot dog segment. That was a ton of fun. Any new members, old members, thank you for being here. I appreciate y'all, and I will see you in the red seats.